retired military photographer, gave me this photograph. This is a photograph of a missile test conducted in the wee hours of the morning, the crack of dawn. And it shows the point of ground contact right as the missile makes ground contact. The photographer's shutter captured this image. What remains is still a streak of light continuing all the way up into the clouds. Now what this is remarkable is this is being described 2,500 years ago by John, who wrote in his Revelation, the book of Revelation chapter 9, where he says, "I saw a star fall from the sky to the earth." So the star was given a key to the shaft. Up through the shaft rose smoke and fire of a gigantic furnace. Now the key to the shaft that opened is the nuclear warhead detonating, forming the stem of the mushroom cloud, which contains an internal temperature of 10 million degrees. So you can see what he describes is a nuclear energy being released upon the ground contact, forming the shaft that he says opens the key to the bottomless pit. But even from the days of the days of the prophets, they knew fire could come up out of the earth. There's no other way to explain it. But a nuclear warhead, when it detonates upon ground contact, opens up a shaft that immediately shoots up with incredible velocity until it succumbs to gravity, and then it begins to spill over, similar to a whale spout, and forming the mushroom cloud at the top. Then he says the agony men suffer. They look like they've been stung by scorpions. So this is exactly what John saw, and this is I understand it clearly, but the chapter goes on to say that a third of mankind was killed by fire, smoke, and sulfur. It says the number of the troops is 200 million. Bloomberg News commented on China's young male populations over 150 million 5 years ago. So the enemies have the numbers out there today. But they're all going to be destroyed because the third of mankind that's killed is not Americans. In fact, the missile that John saw has an American flag on it, I'm convinced, because we will see the complete and total destruction of all of our enemies. And the third of mankind that's being killed, that's who they are. They are described in Matthew 13 as the tares that are gathered into bundles to be burned. I will have more